It works just fine today. Alright. Oh, oops, no, do load the data. Do load data. But hello, good afternoon. Hope you're doing fine. December 29th, 9:43 AM. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Oh, don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Max is really nervous. It's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know you've got to make a good first impression. But when I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? Okay. I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. No. He's getting to you. Oh boy, here we go again. And now the case of one... What? You wanna get on with it? Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count, do you hear me? She must be still upset about what happened last time. Judge would got a case here. You've got no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it's not in the nature of Von Karma to lose anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, right? How about he lives and learns? Right. Also, you're the textbook procedure of proceeding how to proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. It's not like it will bring your dad back. There! Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Oh, it's a waste of time, alright. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now. So to keep you from work, I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Oof. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony. Oh boy, why do we always have to deal with gumshoes? The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 PM, making it extremely cold out. All of the suckers' performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 PM. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 PM. The victim was found bent over a wooden box that is a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepted this into evidence. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I'll also give you the updated autopsy report. Fair. Fair. He looks so happy. He's gonna get whipped again. Let me, okay, there's nothing else I can check with this. Okay. Let me ask you about snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about an inch and a half was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow. Let me see. There's gotta be something more to this. Huh? What's the matter? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing at the night of the crime? I don't really see anything here now, do I? Monkey. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff are there. Regina the Animal Tamer, Mo the Clown, Ben the Ventriloquist. And of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the Ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the Tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you're welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Monkey is a bit of a kleptomaniac, eh? After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the Ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The Ringmaster and Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. And actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 PM. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright. We'll just have to revisit the testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his hand? A wooden box. That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? It's a small but strong lock. It's maybe my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Contents? Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in a big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if that's some sort of special meaning. Okay. Let me see if I can ask about the other things. Look if this gets me anything as well. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? I think you need to just do to make the box heavier. Ouch! I think we could all do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, Detective. Poor man's getting whipped again. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. Took quite a bit to open up the bad boy. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensic teams took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, detective. Okay, nothing else there. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. The theory is that it was something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet you made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. Guess it's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're going to get out of him is a little bowl of pepper? Now that I've wrapped up the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Not even off the stand yet. Obviously. But that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Mr. Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. Wonder if Trill will show up in the stand as well. Oh, brother. Yep, he sure does. Please state your name and occupation for the record. Full name is Triloquist. I'm employed as an operator tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That rope must be cutting off his circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of the law. Exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? Not a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. It leaves something to be desired, so to speak. Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up, just look at your nose. You would think you have the sense to fix that. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face. On the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is a reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony. Ouch! You won't be getting anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Maybe we should figure out the witness though, it's important. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, the clown. Once I got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the Bell Plaza's entrance. That's where I saw Max, heading towards the scene of the crime. He was only heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took the magic boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and a dumb white roses on his chest. How can I mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, Res Boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't it mean the clown committed the crime? It's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can be the culprit. Why is that? It is absolute proof. Silk hat. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat when doing practice. If the clown was a murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Oh, well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix, Wright, what do you have to say? Oh, okay. Oh, I guess she's the boss again today. The clown. You talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way of keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's out of the pack. Now what happened? Why the Plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It's awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house would be a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good funker. At least my teachers always said I was. Funker, huh? Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Liars nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you! Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. Thanks, Maya. You saw Max and only Max, right, Rello? That's right, and it makes him the killer. There's only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. It's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something I'm missing this? There's no proof it was Max. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do you? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Yeah. Thank you. Think you should study up your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? I mean, the victim. That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilogy was at the entrance to the plaza, you should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. That is according to the defendant, a likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. Seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trill wouldn't ever definitely tell you a motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of the bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over that. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over that? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Let's take a drink here. Quite thirsty. And what time did the police arrive at the scene? Suppose I would have been around. Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around, to say, a bit after 10:20 PM, I think. Practice ended at 10 PM, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess it sounds a bit right. Wasn't it awfully cold? Can't believe you just stand there outside in the weather. Well, the truth is, while you shut up, you big-nosed dope, why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in the weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix Wright, you can do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for in the court that night? I assume Regina. Well, if I was waiting outside in the court, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Nah. This all exploded. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back from the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Grok, please, is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it. Well, 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 the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Alright. There's obviously a reason why the witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked in right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid him a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there was a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene. Ow! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright, alright. I spilled the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Just pain, huh? Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth about it this time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge! I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now I have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Oh, brother. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance, for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in, in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. I think I have it. I think I have the ring. You were going to propose? You, a puppet? Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't laugh. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. I don't have to judge his profile here. It's probably good because I don't know what his age is, but that would be a little bit of a problem. Exactly! This one is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was with that side, Jan? My proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I was going to propose that we were going to become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Sounds like fun though. Right, Ben? Yeah. You got it? It's the truth. I know. Biker gang sounds more fun. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer this question. What was it? You're going to die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. An engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of the chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this event right here. Francisco's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from his thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad, fiction anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that the puppet has ever proposed to you. Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I like to stick to the facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in black bathrobe. An engagement ring. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. So it's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, it's gotta be something I can catch on to him. Kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull it off? I'm sorry. Really. You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? You couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I got a hold of him, I saw his wood blocking half. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that they love great rivalries. So what about this present? In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give it up that easily. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to erupt this toy's testimony. And that's the spirit, Nick. Give him a hack. The just as dazed, confused look again. Maybe you should get out more. The judge catching strays here. Then what, pray tell, do I have here? Touch some grass and not paper. Trilogy, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! What's going on here? That's... Ben, say something! Don't put me on the spot like that, Thriller. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean the room you put money, like a like a bank vault? That filthy monkey is going to get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer it if you avoided slandering innocent fights in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word. No, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest thing that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo. When was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was. That time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around the time. Ooh. Enjoy the monkey noises. So I think I can turn the audio a little bit higher, actually. Ben, what is it with you? Oh, whatever. It's nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trillo Quests. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after the snatching monkey Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, are you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. When you were swimming away through the snow, the dumb monkey was about to get away. That's indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could it possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. Testimony is a flaw, I guess. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to a following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Oh. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this village in ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get the dog face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw him versus liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly what you saw that night. Ha! I've told you so many times. You'd think you know much story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure you'll change some more. Where there was one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Witnessing Max. Sounds kind of menacing in different contexts. I'll give you that I was waiting the night for Regina, but it doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure I saw him. I saw Maximilian Galactic at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means Money didn't show up until after you saw Max? That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. And Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him. How long wasn't it until he came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Alright. So you're only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I got 4, you know, 4. Counting Ben, of course. With how many eyes would you really think something would have slid by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, which is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night? Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was standing at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since I was waiting for Regina. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure that out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 PM. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know what time it was when I saw him. Just like 10 more minutes. Sure you can do that. Now what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yow! I'm not good at math. It was 10 PM. Ah yes, that sounds about right. That's about right because that's the time when I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it is obvious that I say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night. Oh, I'm sorry, Trello. Mr. Quist, I would prefer it if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Ben's off of the comedy act. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a little bit stale. I'm sure that if I promise to review your work, ow! You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. You should know better. Ow! 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 That hurts! That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. Right. What are the other options? Isn't it a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being so nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it's simply just being cordial to co-worker, I could understand. Ow! That hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flipping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned it back in grade school. There's no reason that Trill would have said something so nice to Max. But how do you go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said? I told you already, jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that I could be any more confident than that, right? 1000% sure. Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're going to ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now! Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in the testimony somewhere. I agree, but we do have to prove to make something stick. All we can do is try it, right, Nick? We gotta have something that will prove as useful. Alright, time to go to work. I think you want me to present something here. Would it be the ball? Can try. Trillo, is it not true that you had to fight with Max on the day of the murder? Oh, well, okay. I guess it was true. A fight? Give me a second, chat. I need to fix something here. Alright. A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clunked over the head. And that morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There was absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Cordial, not cordial. Moreover, it is considered the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this There's no way a puppet this lewd would just say would just up and say good evening to his rival. Lewd. Alright. You're saying this witness is lying? Daddy is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that evening? Oh boy. Here I go bluffing again. I don't think he saw anyone, did he? Of course, your witness. Oh, of course, the witness didn't see a soul at night. I see. What do you think he just up and decided who sees it at night? I think acknowledge the word loot. This is the worst timeline. A fool can only understand a foolish folly uttered by the most foolish of fools. This witness didn't see anyone. You would never have proved to back up that statement, would you? Gulp. That is the wrong one. I mean, he's a grown adult person, he should know that. I guess he saw a different person then. So I believe that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If you had really met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there was only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That's why Trill made the effort to greet whoever it was he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. No, well, you... Would the defendant kindly explain to who it was Trill who saw that evening, Dan? Russell? Considering the ill temper of his witness, there's only one person who could have greeted. Must have been Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Johan, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trill would have given her an engagement ring as present. Oh, yeah. Suppose you got the point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? For a second you had me thinking that was the wrong thing. You are correct, it was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo, isn't that correct? Gulp. Also the question, Mr. Quist. Ah. Order, order. How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it is obviously Maximilian Galactica. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that the defendant, that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting old, come on man, you gotta remember them by now. There we go again, everyone! Ow! Yes, we know. The silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. A silk hat and a cloak, anyone could wear them, even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it is Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma? Did you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was a defendant? Well, if that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. You're just a little too excited for your own group, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond the shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. It was no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution to prepare their next witness. The court is now in recess. Alright. Very thirsty. I'm going through this decently fast. I would like to do the investigation again today, but it really depends on how long it's gonna take. Sweetie! You have to believe me! I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. So when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and without looking like Max. Fabulous! It's a fabulously possible possibility. When do you remember that he took his clothes though? Well done, Nick. Oh, got hiccups. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't it a bit strange? If you think about it, all I found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double. Well, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to do when I grew up. Magician or president. Well, that's quite a difference. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. It's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps on getting deeper. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Carmel, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did you just call him pitiful clown? Take pity on the clown, please. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. I like that he shows up to court dressed in his clown costume. I'm just Clown Fidelia, born and raised. Can I see the chat history? Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never seen a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure whether the joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns were up to no good, started making trouble in the neighborhood. Your name? Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Moon the Clown. You witnessed the scene around 10:15 PM the day of the murder. Correct? Yes, it is. Man, I didn't expect a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reference in this. That much is sure. Very well, Mr. Curls. May you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without humor, please. Oh, okay. Oh, poor Mo can't even be his normal stoogy self in his court. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh in 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing to them at myself. I isn't that in mood. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament! I'm a clown who can't make people laugh, I'm almost useless. Better keep trying. I just even tried to come up with my jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? This is nothing to do with the case whatsoever. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. First, please stick to the facts of the case. Really? You really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be a straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait. Poor gumshoe. Now that it's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. The night of the murder, after the practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was spooked. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out of the window. It was when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clung the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have an to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has a sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you could find some sort of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you're not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If your cause is climbed straight from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Well, you might be. You say that practice wrapped up around 10 PM, correct? See, that's the thing. How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 PM? Now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That'd make him make a great joke. Alright, 8 o'clock then. You know what, I know you want to hit a joke. A man goes to the doctor and the doctor asks, how is number 1? The man says, every day at 6. The doctor asks, the man says every day at 7. Witness, these are exactly the type of jokes you should say for that detective. Ow! You knew what would happen. Don't look at me like that. Mr. Wright, you're hereby penalized. This will not become a kangaroo court. Oh, fuck you. This isn't funny at all. More ways than one. Damn. I actually get like a penalty for that? Fuck you. Just got no humor. Let's not make it 8 PM, alright, Mo? What do you mean that's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Yeah, that checks out. Well, the witness just proceed with his factual testimony. You're so boring. He knew. Yeah, I should have listened, though. You were pooped that night. Yes, it was very, very tight. Not to mention, it had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. Skibbity toilet to you, my kids. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I gotta go to reply though. The joke was so funny, just ended you a penalty. What the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean? There wasn't even an option there. Bro! This case is rigged. Excuse me. I'm gonna save before it happens again. You just happened to glance out of the window. You could say that. You could say that also peeked, stabbed, glimpsed, peeped, eyeball. Mr. Coles. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? Wonder if I should press some further on this issue. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out of the window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out of the window, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. Once I took myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a thump. I do worry about it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that! You forgot? Your other witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Oh. That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Coles, please review your testimony. You should start turning the tables in our favor. Can I get my health back? No? What was this sound like? Well, I guess it's kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Coles, may the course remind you that humor isn't necessary. Go. How'd you know I was going to make a joke? I guess it sounded like a... Suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You look out of the window and you saw... Two silhouettes. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about it for a second. My room is here. And it looked about yay big. What do you mean yay big? I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and I'd cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. Didn't they say the snow stopped before that? You say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away. That's right. I've been thinking about it over and over since the night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could it be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lies nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The court never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness, back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw? You say you saw the Ringmaster getting clunked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. Which would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you saw everything, didn't you not? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I did. I didn't see a weapon. Nah. Mo, did you or did you not see the murder, the crime of murder? Did you or did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? Objection! I will not permit you to arrest my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't know what's waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh god, I'm gonna save here. Because that's a lot of damage. Gulp. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? I don't know. No, do I? I'm fucking dead? Of course I don't. Well, see, right now I don't have a clear basis to be thinking that. Then this is just a rather, just another one of your pointless efforts for badgering my witness. Thus you've earned yourself a penalty from me. Now wait a second, Miss Von Karma. This time I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly. That's right, what he said. Bailed out by the judge, what an honor indeed. If we must penalize Mr. Wright for a display, I think a verbal censure will be best. Huh? You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There's no room for baseless hounding in this courtroom. I guess he didn't really bail me out after all. You know, most testimony and what he told us yesterday are kind of different. Yeah, I noticed. We just got to the pinpoint of what's changed. You can do it, Nick. Oh, gods. Can I? Oh, I don't remember what he said. No, because if he heard a noise... If he heard a noise, then he wasn't looking outside yet, because... The noise was... the ringmaster getting whacked. So he couldn't have seen it happen. He only saw the end result of it. Honestly, I have no idea. He was wearing his cloak. How about the hat? It's probably nothing, but...
Objection!
Your Honor, this evidence... Okay, no.
Objection!
Okay, no. Same reasoning on that one, really.
Objection!
No. I do not know. I'm gonna check the guide for this. I have no idea what to go off on here. True trial. To help newcomers with which statements to avoid, don't agree to the first statement on this 8 o'clock joke and don't press the statement 2. Pressing statement 6 should also be avoided, at least until I get more information. Press most first statement, keep pressing. Pause for both side. Press statement 6, Mo says he didn't see the murder weapon. Then what did he use? If you ask him if he really did see the crime at all... Say, of course I do! Mo then says he saw the crime scene after Max cloned Russell dead. He did not see the crime occurring. Yeah. I didn't want to engage with that one again because of the massive penalty bonus. Very clear bias, by basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime. Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us that great reason. Of course I will! The reason is the witness's very own testimony. Yeah. What's the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Moore said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Moore just stated the following under oath. I'd kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. Moore is to be believed to believed that he... If Moore is to be believed, he says he looked out of the window upon hearing a sound. There was no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972... Okay. Didn't read more of that. Mr. Cross, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? Give me a second. They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C theme to anger Discord? Oh, no. I'm just stalling for time while I drop my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. You're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out of my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again? So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked outside of my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep. It was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls, Your Honor, he did not witness the actual crime, however. He did say he saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if he even gets a hint of a joke from you, I will put you into a holding cell until you learn court etiquette, got it? Got it. This case is annoying. It was a bit far away, but the shadow could only have been belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. The silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. Well, you didn't see the roses, though. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It's decisive testimony. Was Max really at the scene of the crime that night? He said he wasn't there. You have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Can I get my health back? Don't you think that you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max. It's an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain it was Max? What kind of person would lie about something as serious as this? The silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure he saw Max that night? Symbols. Trill, is it the same thing? But if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself. But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. You sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said is exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. One burst of terrible night vision. But that's not all I saw. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window. There was a light near the entrance, near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right eye. Well, I can say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. Must mean you could have seen a crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it was actually was. This clock was fluttering in the wind. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad you haven't found a murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. The trailer's testimony now Mo's. It really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you gotta find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. Once again, I'm drawing a blank. I mean, he didn't see the roses, did he? Is it really this? Are you fucking kidding me? You saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so. The sailor cat and the cloak, right? Oh. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactic has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yeah, everyone get ready, all together now. God damn it. White roses. What the hell? Who cares if he knew that there were like 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't it right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie! Besides pie, tasty. Silence, fool! Your word is spoiled with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? But to be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. Objection! The crime scene was dark. It is obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. No, we saw his face. But the witnesses said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white, there's no way you could have missed them. Objection! Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found him near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case? Clearly not, he's just toying with his court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with me with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilogy's testimony? So I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can I mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but as... Judge, forget the roses. Think about this also testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast a doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. Oof, I feel that one. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I'm to provide you issue a ruling. A ruling. Nick, this is your last chance. no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the Cell Cat, who's nowhere good forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance. I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove me there is a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I only got a single shot at this, so be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all we'll need. Okay, so let's not push him on anything else. I might have an idea. Just show him that in like the last statement. But it did save, right? Yeah, that did save.
Objection!
This wouldn't happen to be the Cell Cat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's what he was wearing that night. No questions in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. This is some sort of problem, Mr. Wright. Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was the Cell Cat found? We should always ask these questions. Just found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means... The Cell Cat fell over the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. No, that's not true! Order! Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? Oh, he's angry. You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's not right, it's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory, they're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean, and no matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. Wow, stop. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw a swarm. It was Max. Even if it didn't have his roses, he was still wearing this dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing the dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? Something I've been mulling over for a while now. Well? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean how he left the scene? How did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
This witness's testimony is so full of false. Mrs. Von Karma's protest is useless. Yeah, you've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is it alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lies nowadays sure do love to hop on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as how the criminal left the scene? Yeah, the picture.
Take
That was a great frame there for the judge. Oh. Look at this picture. The problem is footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't here. Yeah. Pull answers together. Somehow, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor. This witness has already proven his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine, I'm telling you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling that things are going to get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Girls. Yes? The testimony you've referred up until now has been false. It doesn't mean false. I haven't lied. It's just... It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused over the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me to not talk about what I really saw. Order, order. I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? I'm innocent, Teehee. Your Honor. If you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Curls. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. He flew away, didn't he? The truth. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out of the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw. He flew off. Great animation. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared through the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. Told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? I have to go, my planet calls to me. Yeah. Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. Yeah, you're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why would you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? Oh lord. This is all a dream, right? Right now I can't believe any of this. I'm not even sure if this day hasn't been some kind of Kafkaesque dream. Ow! How do you think it's still a dream, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'll have to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could have actually happened. You imbecile. If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I got the feeling that this case didn't die in need of more investigation. This will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. Ugh. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. The judge is just done. He's had it. He's had it with all of this nonsense. Can't blame him. Hey, sweeties, what in the world's going on? This is what I want to know. You say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you wouldn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless on your stage. It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. You made your break magician's creed to never reveal a secret to the tricks. Heck, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope to find a flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea, let's do our best and catch a sucker. Okay, so that's 1.5 hours. I have enough time for the investigation. That went decently fast. So the investigation is going to take me 3 hours. Oh boy. Nick, what is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by the very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. You do it so you can guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Was it a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of the murder. You take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. What to do? Any ideas? Well, stick to the detention center first, I guess. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? You're doing your best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be out live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I quit it, they'll never let me out of it for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. So I'm guessing that the murder weapon is that black box that he was laying on. Is he the one with the crime weapon? The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly over to the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying over to the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogie clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I can keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous! A great joke! Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at the circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. And that is something I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my, sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. I'm sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling the story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I have just happened to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. I see bunny girls. It's the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought myself I could die right there and then and die a happy man. I never forgot how it felt that night, the emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience this feeling. I just wish I could explain that to other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. And just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Well, look and learn. That's what they should tell them. How about live and learn? Learn how to get thrown in jail? Jed, I need to look at that real closely. Like, don't mind me. Yeah, Mario would love this picture for certain reasons. She sure would. Alright, I'm skedaddle. Oh boy. Which freak are we going to run into right now? You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. You ready? Yes. Ah, wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trilogy, this isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something simple as this, then what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. These freaks. Aww. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on the secret crash training calls? I'm sorry. Secret crash training, whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we try out his idea for this new routine. So, we're trying to sing around for a new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that. It's incredible. See? See, even they are surprised by the idea. Told you. We're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I want you to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I got this ring back, it's time to make one more shot at Regina. How about you don't before you end up in fucking jail? You freak? I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Hmm? Oh yeah, that's right. The time he said hello, we didn't even get a reply. Not to mention it was draped in those gaudy symbols. Which would have thought if it wasn't wearing those symbols. What do you think, Ben? We would have thought it was a ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. Wonder what he really saw. There's something I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm even waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Huh. Never gotten a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Huh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you wouldn't be waiting this. No, you wouldn't know that waiting is such a sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, it's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So how is this new routine working out? Will you just take a chill pill already? Our routines are a secret. We're going to take ventriloquism world by storm. It will be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. A jerk? Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who doesn't think he is? Triller, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. You're right. Mark my words, I, Triller Quest, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Seriously? Is this supposed to be a You're the man now, dog reference? Bro. Alright. Rory boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't it be a more mature son be best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up, you gotta be part of this too. How about to show him the picture then? Would you mind taking a look at this? That is because it won't. Okay. Pepper? Okay, nothing with the pepper. I keep pressing too fast there. This is the only little thing I can show them, but I don't think it's gonna do nothing now. Okay, I guess we're on our way. We didn't really have much use from you, do we? Oh, it's you two! You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking rest right now, pal. I mean, listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, it looks like he should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. You have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Friska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not going to get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? What's good from Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time we definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Looks like she's running up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How is that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and then disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the kill passed through this right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there. The acrobat got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon Miss Von Karma's gonna start an investigation up there. So, don't get any ideas for going up to the acrobat's room, got it, pal? That's where we're going. Francisca Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Unless body was found here. What in the world really happened here? What really happened that day, Luigi? That condition has been used for a while. Why do you figure that out? I'm not making things up now. Hold your horse, it's easy to figure out. Snow before the murder, right? Well, look at the condenser, the snow's still piled on top of it. Wow, Nick. I'm impressed. Maybe you should be a private investigator instead of an attorney. Safety light was on at the time of the murder, wasn't it? That's what they saw. Well, that's what they say. The performance in a lodging house, so it makes sense that it was on. I bet the killer was worried that someone would spot him during the crime. Something's covered up by the top, an old sign perhaps. Nick, look out! They got the killer trap behind the top! What? Wasn't funny. You know, it wouldn't have hurt her to even look a little bit surprised. Phew, she didn't notice that I was too scared to talk. Okay, I can investigate with any of the windows. There's something else here to investigate. Molly's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before he stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Why do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. Must really love his work. T, cloud equipment is just so funny looking. It's balancing while unicycling from the trampoline. But they're all broken. Well, you gotta give them a shot. Trying is the most important thing. Are any of these useful? I don't think there's anything new here. Guess I should stop by juggling. No, it's fine. The weird carrots on the rope. These carrots look like the pick of the crop, aren't they? Don't they? Still don't get why you went with the carrots. What do you think about his theory? A long time ago, the circus was down on his luck. I was so hungry that they had to steal the horse's food to survive. But he got addicted to their orangey goodness. I'd laugh, but I think mine might not be too far from the truth. Look at the ceiling, looks like someone pushed a hole in it. You're right, I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in there. Oh. Hmm? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with a tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. You're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No, I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Hey, it's a rope. Probably for tightrope walking. It's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. It's a ladder, it's a step ladder. Same thing, right? It's not even worth arguing about this one. Oh, oops, nothing there. Nothing there. Wow, these lights are huge. If they fell from the ceiling, you'd be going to the circus in the sky. Life is so fragile, isn't it, Nick? It can be snuffed out in an instant by falling gargantuan lights. Chad, I think before the murder happened. So fragile I decided to eat as much good food as I can before I die, like hamburgers. Apparently didn't notice the big sign that says closed by the snack stand. Oh, it's closed. So wait, there's like no music at all here now. You think if all the items screamed at once, the vibration that it created would collapse, the big crypt would collapse. Of course I don't pay you to come up with this stuff. Max and the Ringmaster had to talk in his room. It could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did you do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Can we just like investigate what that letter is in there? You may not know this, Telco. Yeah. Scrap of white paper sticking out. Where? Where? Calm down. I like how they beat you with a scrap of paper, but it's like you can't do anything with it. Thank you, cards. Stars on this poster must be the poster to use for did it. Should make a poster to promote, yeah. I don't see the trophy for the Grand Prix. Maybe Max's position instead. Tickle's dirty. Okay, it doesn't. Oh. It's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the Ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Okay, also nothing new. No, everything seems to be a dead end for now. Ah, right, welcome to the wonderful, fabulous cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is? Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this, it's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is probably a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because we're in the cafeteria. What? Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. That's one of the worst puns ever. Why will you bring this clown again? Can't I just kill him? I did it! This is what's going on. He's being too nice. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so. Didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a tough crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, there was such a tough crowd this morning. I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. We even used the famous no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. It's funny for people to understand it. I understand it! It doesn't make it a good pun. Exactly! How can you not laugh at a stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure you saw about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a Cyclops, he must be telling the truth. What can you tell about this pepper? Sorry, but I don't know anything about that. For all, I'm just a clown. I see more as a clown because he's feeling he's not your average clown. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys do. Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what to say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Not funny. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in this picture, I think. He made us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. Who might know more about Max's bust? Not that I'm into this sort of thing. Huh? Huh? Okay, doesn't know anything else by the looks of it. Oh, I think I've gone into a dead end again. I showed you the picture. No? Nothing here. I'll probably have to do something with the clown. Can't say I'm entirely sure what though. Prevent was Russellson before the circus began. He was so selfish. I was thinking about others before thinking about himself. Find a way to return the favor. He always took such good care of me. She could have thanked him more than I did. Sorry, but I don't know anything about that. This is Ringmaster's older Regina. Ever since he was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performance. Good than a little puppy multi. Yeah, okay, we already had that too. This is Ben. Something wrong? It's a ventriloquist, right? That's correct. Boy, was she surprised to find out he's got a mouth for a belly button. Okay. Can't stand Max and his attitude sometimes. But lately... Just lately I've started doing a set videos always going on about. What is it then? Well, I'm not sure I can explain all that just well yet. So anything is impossible, more flesh is a glimpse of maturity. Looks like the left exactly enough. I was in charge of the cooking today. There's going to be a special menu. Really? What are you going to cook? Moo Moo Burgers. What are those? The beefy burger filled with laughs and the sauce that tastes like my jokes. They're outstanding. So does burgers leave just as bad as it tastes in your mouth as just jokes then? Oof. Such a mess. Hey! You two are really going to help us restore order to this cafeteria? What are you talking about? You're going to help too. Clowns can't clean. We're here to throw pies, not clean them up. I'm a Buster Good boy, not a bus boy. Get it? Just two jokes in one. I'm fat and funny. Get it? Yes, Mo, we got it. Ah. Strange, nothing on top of the stand. Speedfish is not stable. It's probably where the bust went. Nothing on that, Mo. Nothing on that. What's over here? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I wrote a new joke about the kitchen. Let's see. How did the joke go? Let me guess. What did the chef say to the chicken before dinner? Knife to meat ya? It's gotta be something dumb like that. What did the chef say before to the chicken before the dinner? Knife to meet you. It's a great one, Mo. I would have never thought of that. Thanks, Mo. No clues there. Just ignore the broken bowl. Looking at all this brings back lots of memories. What do you mean? I proposed there to a girl on horseback. Of course, I was much younger back then. So what happened? What was her answer? Well, let's just say that my love was put out of pasture. Out of pasture. Bulletin board for bulletins. It feels like I need to do something here with the clown, but you should laugh. You should laugh as if you. Consent max. Consent max. His only personality trait is that he's a clown and he 8 max. I might be resulting to the guide again in a bit, because I have no idea. I have no idea. What do you think about his wage? Nothing. Okay, guide it is. Pray tell, what do I need to do here? Move to a lodging house. You went into an unexpected gunshot. Move to the cafeteria. They like doing that, don't they? They like doing that. Didn't pay attention to that showing up, I guess. Max's bus should be over on a small table over there. But there was nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? Say about 5 days ago? All of a sudden. The bus disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just has a bit of the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Oh. So anything else that changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. Wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. So really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, this is one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on the bulletin board, this piece of paper I suppose is front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see the title. Yikes. To the murderer. Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. It was around when Max conquered Ben over the head. So I hadn't remembered it until now. Just thrown down before anyone really paid attention to it. So you don't know what was written on it, do you? Unfortunately I don't. But I bet you they would know. Who are they? Max and Ben. They were here before me that morning. Alright, I'll be taking that. Would you mind taking a look at this? It's, okay, they don't know shit about it. Alright, time to go to Max then. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted in the wall in the cafeteria. Do I know about that note? I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart suddenly skipped a beat. Oh. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it in the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on the thing? Let's see. Huh? Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go on and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Yeah, it's not like, I've been wanting to pick that stupid note out of the tailcoat for, like, 2 days now. But the game just won't let me. Because, fuck you, that's why. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got the feeling I know what that is. I bet it's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Now let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! Fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 PM tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 PM? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Note updated in the court record. Ah. Let's make this nice and tidy. Well, Mo's gone. Ah, Mo's gone. Some message from the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden I need a burger bad. All of a sudden I need a new partner. Bad. Okay, there's nothing else here. Maybe it's a little bit better than tell the client about it, maybe. Oh, you're back. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Oh, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. Bit of a miss from karma. Nick, what is that? The beeping sound? It's Miss von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something. If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See you, pal. Didn't know it Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting us. Ow! It's biting us lashes from a whip. Von Karma. She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? But if to jump out of scares like that, what can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making national news? Haha, national news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. Think she might be overestimating the impulse of a win just by a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you've got your hands onto something big, huh? Huh, I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your hat. Chat, that damn smile. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? Conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in a summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. Can't worry about it, I'm gonna try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred from Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and I get a mouthful of whip. No, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. You have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know who I'm referring. Miles Edgeworth, I was just about to say, she wants to see Edgeworth, doesn't she? What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? You know who it is that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Manfred from Karma? Oh no. Is Edgeworth your childhood crush or some shit? Exactly right, it was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Felix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's staff, what do you mean? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. It was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chose his death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory murdered the honorable name from the Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with him with my own two hands. She does have a crush on him. I see. Hey, about Mr. Edgeworth. I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss von Karma. What? I don't know if you got skipped to prosecutors or not. But I've had enough of you. I had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. I'm not sure about that. Nick? Let's go. We don't need to talk with the performer on the third. We need to talk with the performer on the third floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Oh, he's got birds. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But at the circus everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you would definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope and the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform is in my wheelchair. Oh, I want to examine the birds. Examine the room first, I guess. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a mate made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about all that. It's how things are supposed to be. Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? It's got a barbell. Look around, everything is got for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey Nick. What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't ever do it, Maya. You don't want to end up with a muscle woman. Mine's favorite chapter so far. I can't do anything. I'm in a fucking wheelchair. Yeah, poor guy. Maybe I was a grudge to someone for that. It's a monkey calendar. Acro must really love monkeys. Monkey. Hey, and that's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. And that looks fine to me. You really think that he plays basketball? Think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know. You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game? The monkey be ballin'. Of course, the monkey doesn't fake the funk of a nasty dunk. Well, prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. Huge, huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure. Guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things. See, we've got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that? Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she's a shining beauty. No objections there. Stop with the Regina glazing. I fucking hate her. One you must use this to swing around on. Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride on it too. Maybe later. You can see the big top from the window here. Snow on top of the big top. Kind of weird, don't you think? The inside of the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on top probably melts. Guess you're right. Snow probably just slides right off. Switch is long as stick. Alright, just talk to the man. Stick a thing first. Oh, bro. I'm yawning. Acro, why did you join a circus? When I was a kid, my parents felt miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. Seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look, someone's repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind for his performance. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. What if he spoiled Regina? Regina's so cute, she's truly a princess. Truly a princess? You sure that's a good thing? You would detect a hint of a grudge against Regina. I mean, she's probably a bit of a brat. I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now. I can't even stand now. And since I live live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. Like, didn't you just swap places with Mo's room? The accident happened during the acrobatic training session, right? Uh-oh. Man's lying. Cyclops. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were ever acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. What in the world went on in the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and I noticed you went in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation. What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, it sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? I like how when he sulks, the birds get closer to him. And one pecks his cheek and the other one rubs his head on his hat. It's cute. And that night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out of the window. What did you see? It was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. Are you absolutely positive that it was Mech she saw flying? I'm absolutely sure, there's no doubt in my mind. Nick. Alright, time to show him all the shit. What's this? That's what we want to know. We're supposed to sit in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious. It's got something to do with her. Then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina, ask her about it. Something Galactica, right? I have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. I can't even look at it. He's lying, obviously. Maybe. What do you think of this? John, I'm sorry, but in my present physical condition, I don't really know much about what goes on outside of this room. My brother in Christ is a bowl of pepper. Don't worry about it, I need to apologize. Heh, money is a great friend to me. That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I do seem to be pretty popular with animals. Maximilian Galactica, right? Okay, don't want to think about it. The Ringmaster really believed in Mo, 100%. What will happen to the circus now that the Ringmaster was gone? The beginning of the Lawrence Girls era, I suppose. Well, it was really alright to let Mo run the show. Mr. Wright, you don't know much about Mo, I suspect. You can see right through me. No, Nick, you can't let him get to you like that. You're an attorney. The Ringmaster, he was even more than a father to me. When he took me in, the circus was in bad shape. It was obvious that he had no real way of supporting us. Who does he mean by us? Since we started with acrobatics. Back then I was only 9 years old. I begged the Ringmaster to let me try, and he finally gave in. Having a kid in the circus was probably the last thing in the world he wanted. I just wanted to be helpful, so I could help the Ringmaster. Such a nice story. As they say, never trust a person who likes birds. Excuse me? What kind of accusation is this? What have I ever done to you? Regina, she's cool, isn't she? And can you believe such a cute girl's an animal tamer? Seems animals are not the only thing she tames. Huh? Max, the Ringmaster, Ben. She's got them all under her thumb. What do you mean by that? She is a brat. Maybe I went a little bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child. So it seems that way. That's why she can be so cruel. What? Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, just she can be cruel. I wonder what happened between Aqua and Regina. I was hoping you could shed some light on Ben. Well, he'll always be here. And as long as he's here, he can really only continue to be a ventriloquist. Whether that's a good thing for him or not, I'm afraid I can't really say. Mr. Wright, it just really realize who you remind me of. You're just like this prosecutor. What? You and the prosecutor have the same glint in your eyes. You're joking, right? You think I'm like a whip-carrying demon? No, no need to get so hostile about it. You two may view things from very different perspectives for now. But you both see through the world with the same color-tinted glasses. I know, because when I look at people, their eyes are the only things I can believe in. Make a miss van camera, huh? Alright, I think I'm done here for now. Mowing home. This is good naming. Alright, I think I have to find Regina some, Speak up the devil. Grrr. Got a bad feeling about this. Was that hyper-realistic tiger again? Yeah, Nick! Wonderful, the day special must be Filet Phoenix. Stay, heal. Oh my, Nick! It's you guys! I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was! I love my dad so much. She really isn't very sad for the fact that her father got murdered, is she? I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. So I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. What do you mean for a while? For a while? Yeah. When Lean died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. It's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? You think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone's going great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Just gonna go back and clear something up. Why do you want to teach Moni a lesson? Because he's a meanie! He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? Must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful, you should see it. You should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Turney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. But of course. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yay, you're really going to do it? Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper? Was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Aqua's breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured out it belonged to someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How did you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Note updated. I wrote some pepper. That's pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria. Huh? It's from the cafeteria? Is it not? I remember seeing it there. So this was the cafeteria's pepper. You know, I'm not a big fan of pepper. What about this? Can you tell me? Okay, not really good at picking things out. You're such a talker. Snow dying at Max's school. I'm gonna try flying someday with Max. She's already flown off into her own little world. Nick, I'm gonna try flying too. Okay. I'll think about it. Snow dying at Max's school. That didn't really give me much to go on, did it? Oh, it's Acro! Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. I just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Well, I think that's everything I could have done with her. Oh god, who's gonna be back in here? Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, no, I wait what it is. It's burgers! Hello. Welcome to the Bistro de Cirque, aka the cafeteria. Smells so good in here. And those burgers look great. Just She's drooling like she's some sort of crazy burger monster. My burgers are the best! Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will surely send you into hamburger heaven. I bet, I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Ah, do you like the pepper? I think I asked, right? Well, I'm just a clown. Let's see here, to the murderer. It's far from polite. Where did you find the rest of the note anyway? Maybe it'd be best if I didn't tell Mo where we found it. Don't worry about it, Mo. If I didn't need to worry about it, you shouldn't have shown it to me. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about for the past few days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Ekra's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? It's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Ekra was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. If you think of trying up the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. It's probably the reason the circus is still around. Well, a lot of what he says is right. Whoa. All that's left to see is that everyone can get over the tragedy, you know. Tragedy, you know? What's he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it, it's nothing at all. You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang. Correctamundo. Doesn't he mean dang? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but now you're lying to us. No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone got over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Eek. Oh, I'm right, aren't I? Oh god, it's not another one! So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break, us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, huh? Well, time to save, and try to force this open. Get over it. No, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers, let's eat those instead. Unfortunately, I'm one more grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Oh, he said something about an accident. It wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? I mean, I'm not sure if it's like the accident, but the problem is to do something with Ekra. What about this? Looks tasty. What? You know, the burgers. Okay, guess not. What do you say? Okay, so I can't go forward with that. I like I'm still damaged from cold still. Great. He's always been a very private guy. When he came here, he was only about 10 years old. We just started a very big circus around the time that Russell took him in. So we have memories to bring up. Ekra was so happy to have joined the circus. He's especially grateful to the ringmaster, and I'm sure he's grateful to you too. Huh? He's grateful to me too? Oh shucks, you guys are exaggerating. Switching around so much you can tell when he's embarrassed. Okay, that didn't amount to much either. Okay, so I need multiple pieces to get somewhere here. Right. You didn't respond on this whatsoever, did you? No. Doesn't even care about Ekra either. Okay. Must have taken Max in for questioning again. There really isn't anything we need to ask him right now anyway. Alright, I guess. Alright, let's go then. Well, I wanted to ask him something. Fuck. Did I ever show you the, pretty sure I did, right? It's this, is what I want to know. Go ask, Regina, ask her about it. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did. Maybe I need to show his profile to her. Like, that might be a thing? Not sure if I did it or not. Ah, Tekro is in his room today. Yeah, okay, no, we've done that already. Nothing else really does anything here, does it? Just looks like I was nothing but trouble, that cute little monkey. Don't you think using a tiger to scare is a bit much? Huh? Why is that? You really have to ask that. It's dangerous to use a tiger for that kind of thing. It's not dangerous at all. We're just a little kitten. I've seen plenty of kittens, and that's no kitten. Okay. You know what time it is. Time to check the guide. Okay. I'm supposed to look for a stage costume. Why would I go to that place for that? I mean, if a monkey stole it, you would be going to Aqua's place. Mo's not here. Yeah, because he's in the kitchen. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Nick, it's money. The monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey, attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain. Stay. Ooh, ooh, scratch, scratch. Yikes! Ah! I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you. I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean, I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you into the circus and get some peace and quiet, and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? Doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, I guess it's time for you to lay off the bows. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. A shiny spangled vest, it is not my size at all. Damn. Alright. Guess we'll go back to Regina. As much as I don't want to. There you go, Regina. Yay, thank you, you really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. Blush, it's nothing. No wonder guy smells too much in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume, it isn't mine, it was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the line which she told us about? Oh, the one that someone killed. Was Leon really a tiger? Well, a lion. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth, you know? Gaw. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into the lion's mouth? I sure did. People in front of the crowd always loved me seeing doing that. They always start screaming. You should have been screaming because they loved you seeing you do that. But anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Liam bit someone during the practice. Regina, everything was alright though, was it right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Okay, I think I've got the clue now. Yo Mo! We're back! I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Well, Leon made a mistake during a practice. Chad, I know it says Leon, but with the little thing on the E, is it supposed to be Leon? I guess, right? Because it's a fucking circus. Fucking French. I made a mistake during the practice, right? How did you? Told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside of Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, we was bitten. Come on, Mo. Don't climb up on me now. Would it Leon bite in the hat? Well, promise I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He is involved in this? Mo must be talking about... Mo, supposing that you promised we wouldn't be saying about anything. Must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Because the time's jack out. Don't worry about it, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No, no way! I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. Sorry, Acro. Just like I said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? Why would it have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered a massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed in the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Let me guess, he's gonna be called Bet? Brother? They're an acrobat team of brothers. Acro and Bet! Cute nicknames, I thought. I fucking knew it. Anyways, they're an incredible team. Got out together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Shandingling. But everyone always called him Bet. Fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love is his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bet blurts out, "Let me perform at Leon." Why'd you do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I tried to impress the girl, didn't he? I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was... smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Crunch. Some sick grin. No way. It's impossible. Smoking lion? A flying murderer? Why does it seem as though it's Mo who catches all of these incredible events? Oh, you want to see that? You don't get to see it. Nick, can I smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. Damn, son. I mean, if they have to show that, the age rating would go up drastically, I imagine. So that's what really happened. That's what really happened today, Luigi. Well, you guys are so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in a mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka, shaka, shaka. There it goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Achoo! Achoo! Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. I see him at the third mine. Oh no. Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownship. Girlie, I know you're gaudy, you understand that. Yeah, I think I make a good clown. Although I'm Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does, but we'd always sneeze her with pepper. Pat? From my point of view, those always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? Alright. What can you tell about this person? What do you think about this person? Sorry. I've already given my heart to another man. So I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service. Man fucking almost died and you don't give a shit about him? Oh lord. I wonder if I have enough information to break the locks on Acro. I sure hope I do. Ah, Mr. Wright, back again I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was it someone else? We're back because Acro was hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in an accident 6 months ago. It seems that he knows that we know. Well, it seems you got some things you want to talk about, so fire away. Yeah, fess up. I don't like the birds leave. About the wheelchair. Oh, my injured. I'm sorry we talked about it. Was an accident happening during practice? An accident during practice? Yes. Fortunately, Acro wrestled point also with injuries. He's lying. Are you really telling me that practice was an accident? That the practice accident was the cause of that injury? I'm just kind of going off blindly here. Just tell me the truth. You might have asked a question first, but you want to know. You would figure good an injury for something like that. That was a bad one. I mean, the only other thing I could present is the line. Okay, it was a line. Leon, 6 months ago you were attacked by the line. That's when you were injured. Alright. I know I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked? By a line? That's what I'm saying. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion were coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attack is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase it as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Okay, now I should have brought him. Bet. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, I must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bet from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue. Anyways, they're an incredible team. Got down together in the prime. Got down together. That very was slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. Still haven't broken Acro's lost psych lock. It's supposed to be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like that much is the reason you're being evasive. Regina. He always seems so calm and collected until I start talking about her. Say things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite a set of eagle eyes. You know, a tiger tried to attack me. Regina tried to attack you? Twice. Huh. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Beth, are you? Leon was never told a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Beth were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Go, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it will be... It's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. Oh shit. I don't have anything though. I don't have anything! I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Should investigate and get some more clues before I try again. Yeah, I'm not sure how to present him there. As I don't think I have anything that's like incriminating her. Doesn't care about the line either. Have I talked about that with Regina, actually? I don't think I have. What about this? What can you tell me? I'm pretty good at thinking about hard things. Really? Unless I do have what I need, but I don't think I do. No, I don't need to be here. I'm just going to check the guide to see if I have what I need for that. I will need to find something else. Presented a note. Well, maybe I don't really know what the note says now, does it? Huh? Sure. Guess I'll do that. I'm back! Let me shove this in your face again. Did it do all the looks again, or just that one? Ah, fuck. Alright. This seems to be the last thing to do as well, so after this I'll call today. And then tomorrow we finish this court case off. I mean, I'm not even sure what's on the note is the thing. Have I tried reading the note, actually? I haven't. I haven't. To the murder. You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I've conclusive evidence of what took place. Alright, no, he did know that. He did know that. I mean... This. Where did you get this? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I mean, he gave it a note, I guess. Like, that's like the only connecting thing. I guess I didn't notice it was there, I guess I didn't notice it was in there around breakfast time. I always think it was breakfast in the morning. Yeah, I guess that was a clue. You wrote this and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. There we go. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother Bet had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I could put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. It's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous it is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But the line was very old to begin with. Then age brought with an countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, at this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready for or willing. And that's when the accident happened. Chet, I'm willing to bet that the pepper comes into play with this. Like the lion had to sneeze or something, so he closed his mouth. That's why he was, quotations, smiling with his eyes closed. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon jumped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. Smart bird. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. I'm Buzz and Regina. We were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? It's the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. Oh no, she tried to murder him through the line? That's kinda fucked up. When he did, he looked like he was smiling, so I guess she put pepper on the scarf. Huh. He? Leon, obviously. Oh! When he put down on Bet's hat. Expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick. I know, most of the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma? I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That's for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in a court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it, I'll figure something out. Look, you're full of confidence. You must have found something that you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. I mean, it still doesn't explain who murdered the ringmaster. I mean, you would say Acro because he's like the last person that showed up, but he loved him like he was his father, so that wouldn't make much sense, now would it? Even though it was like above him, so we could have like thrown something down at him to murder him, I guess. Huh. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out tomorrow, actually. Back to Metatus Week then. Obviously Minor murdered the ringmaster. Yeah, he didn't have any bird acts in the circus. Such a fucking fraud. Can't believe it. Horrible. But alright. Oh. At least I'm glad I could knock out the investigation faster than in the previous case. Because that one was definitely a lot more longer, it feels like. Well, it was still just shy of 3 hours, so I mean, it's a good time. The court section also went pretty fast, so... but yeah, tomorrow we'll figure out what it is, and then tomorrow I'll be done. If I'm done like really early tomorrow, I guess I'll play some Manga Monk after that. I guess we'll see. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.